Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the January 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. I also did post the full year 2023 videos, so be sure to check those out. And if you haven't done so already, Sagittarius, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look just at general what's coming for January. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, let's go back to column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close, and start there. We have a summary card of efficiency. So I really like this for you, Sagittarius. Good, strong start. I think you've had a really efficient, busy, successful, accomplished last few weeks. So that's all good to see. For those of you that don't know me, I work in business efficiencies, so I always like when the efficiency card comes up. Efficiency is good. But let's see what other messages we've got going on here and see what other information I can share with you. Okay, the first card that we have is the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is a card of, I don't want to call low feelings, but oftentimes this is like not feeling fulfilled, kind of a feeling of apathy, lack of fulfillment. The other wildly different meaning to this, Sagittarius, is this 4th cup, which is surprise gifts. So take that how it resonates, probably one way or the other for you. The next card that I have is the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is a really good love card. This is romantic love, partnership, proposal, marriage. So this could be a new relationship for you, or this could be an engagement or a marriage, so like an advancement of a relationship. One thing with the 2 of Cups, this can also be a card of like an opportunity, so proposal in form of something other than love. But I do think for a lot of you, like, the love could somehow be connecting into that surprise gift, if that makes sense. Or that opportunity could be coming in the form of kind of that surprise gift that we were seeing with the 4 of Cups. The next card that we have is the Magician. The Magician is very focused creativity. It's inspired actions. It's about turning your visions into reality. I feel like this relationship is like what you were seeking, or the next steps you were seeking. Or in terms of the opportunity, it was really the next opportunity you were looking for. So it's like the things you were wanting and hoping for coming into play, coming into reality. Again, becoming a reality there. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what other messages I can share here. The first clarifier we have is the Justice card. The Justice card is a cause and effect card. It's like because you did this, you're reaping this. So I do realize that that gift probably came as a surprise. But it's still like because you were committed to the relationship, or you put yourself out there, or you were seeking the opportunity, if that makes sense. The Justice card is also like truth coming out. It's really good for legal matters, court situation, so like legal, contractual matters of the court, so that indicates favorable outcomes for you, and in this case, the last few weeks or month. The next card that we have is the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is a card of bully, theft, violence, abusive, some sort of toxic relationship. And that's not necessarily the current relationship, but it's like the world has come full circle. So this is a past relationship that maybe didn't lead you directly to this, but this is like the opposite, if that makes sense. So for those of you coming out of a bad relationship, this is the good relationship, or this is like recovery of that relationship. At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Cups, this is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. Sorry if you can see the cat at the very top there. But again, definitely some love energy swirling around here between the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups here. And it's what you've been hoping for. It's what you've wanted it to be. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general, what's coming for January. We have the card Listen, and this is pretty literal, Sagittarius. Going into January, listening is going to be really, really important. So just keep that top of mind. Communication is key, but before you can even communicate or respond, listening is going to be an important piece there for you. Let's see what cards come through here. Okay, the first card that we have is the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's fresh hope, it's taking chances, it's going on a new path or adventure. It does seem like there's some sort of new beginning, new opportunity coming for you. Definitely fitting, at least in the sense that we're going into a new year. So we have a whole new year of opportunities and possibilities there. The next card that we have is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of needing to, not needing to, but this is oftentimes like celebration, and a lot of times it's with friends and family. If you take a look here, the Four of Wands, this is like completion. It looks like a finish line. And it's completing a goal, completing a lesson, it's finishing what you've been working on. So this really actually fits nicely with the Fool card too, in the sense that you're completing something and then taking on something new. Again, oftentimes with friends and family too, with that Four of Wands. The next card that we have is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. It is also the work smarter, not harder energy though. So do be thinking about efficiency as you navigate through the new year and take on whatever is coming for you in January. The one nice thing about the Eight of Pentacles is this is like reaping the benefits of your hard work too. So since you've worked hard, you're being given this. So I feel like it's kind of twofold here because of the hard work. You're wrapping up, completing, celebrating with the Four of Wands, and then a new opportunity is presenting itself. I actually really like how all of those came together, paired together there for you. But let's clarify. The first clarifier we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is very innocent. What I'm going to say is like you're using past experiences to guide you forward, Sagittarius. And honestly, that's just smart. Using what you know to help you go forward. This could also be a reunion or getting reconnected with somebody. So this new opportunity could be coming from somebody you once worked for or once partnered with. Again, reunion is kind of a word that's coming through there. The next card that we have is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a busy card. When I see the Seven of Cups, I typically tell people they're going to have a pretty busy month. A lot of different things going on. With the Seven of Cups, there's something different in each cup. If you take a look at this card, hence the busyness. This can also result in kind of like non-committal energy because there's so many new things going on or so many things happening at once. So do keep that in mind as you're wrapping this up. Be focused on what new opportunity you want to go after. This is saying that you could be presented with multiple new opportunities. Again, use the past to guide you forward, and potentially use that reunion or that past connection to guide you forward. At the bottom here, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is, again, that card of feeling lack of fulfillment, apathy, but focusing in on the fourth cup, it's like receiving the gift of your hard work. We were talking about that with the Eight of Pentacles, reaping the benefit of your hard work. And that gift is really going to come in the in the form, I think, of this new opportunity, this new beginning with the Fool. Taking a look at our next card now, or excuse me, next column, we're going to talk about anything related to money. I got this new money deck, and it's like tips, tricks, advice related to money. So let's start with that. It says, whether you receive money with a frown or a smile doesn't change the value of it. However, the energy you hold during the time you spend with money can determine what it can do for you. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, family, or excuse me, anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here, Sagittarius. The first card that we have is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is really, really strongly a card of clarity. You're going to be finding something out related to money this month or something out related to career. So just be aware of that. It's like finding out information. The Judgment can also be a card of needing to make decision, but again, clarity seems to be the key here. The next card that we have is the Justice card. The Justice card we talked about a little bit ago. It's one that's always favorable for you. It's cause and effect. It's again like you did this, so now you're being given this. It's kind of like reaping the benefits there. With the Justice card, it is win-win, so it's like this is favorable for you. I will say though, again, going back to legal, contractual matters of the court indicating favorable outcomes, this is also a card of truth coming out. So you have truth coming out and clarity, so finding out some sort of piece of information. At the bottom here, we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles can be a card of isolation. It can be a card of worry. You do need to kind of put yourself out there and partake in conversations this month, Sagittarius, to get this clarity or get this information you need. That feels like such a weird message, but that's what's coming through, is like you can't like fully isolate here, otherwise you're not going to get the clarity, you're not going to get the information. Let's go ahead and clarify and see what other messages we have. First up, we have the Devil card. The Devil card can be a card of greed, envy, materialism, obsession. The Five of Pentacles can also be a card of worry. So it's like, what I'm getting is like, don't kind of try and fill in the gaps here. Or sometimes like when we're worried or we don't know information, we kind of like make up the story or think about, a better way to say that is like all the what ifs. What if, what if, what if, what if, and we're thinking about all these what ifs, and then the truth comes out and it's like none of those what ifs really matter. So just keep that in mind, Sagittarius, is like try not to get too much in your head or get like hyper focused on this, or again, like get into that what if situation. Wait for the clarity, have the conversations, be open to receiving the information. The next card that we have is the World card. The World card is completing a goal, completing a lesson. We did have completion come up earlier too, so it's like you're really wrapping up and finalizing some things. Specifically, that could be that legal matter, contractual thing, matters of the court. Maybe you've been like going through a custody battle or divorce or whatever it may be. Maybe you got in a car accident and you're like trying to get a settlement or something of that sort. So I do see that wrapping up and coming to a close for you. Also, that close could be the information, the truth coming out that you're needing. At the bottom here, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident, very self-assured. This, in general, just needs to be you, and I'm not saying it's typically not Sagittarius, but it's like you can't let yourself get worried. You can't isolate. You need to get out there. You need to have the conversations. You need to be confident that everything's going to be okay. You need to stay away from the what if, what if, what if scenarios. So that's what I have there for money. Moving on to our next column, we're going to take a look at anything related to love. Similar to the money card, we do have a love deck. So let's see what your message says. Embrace. Through each other, you will find the missing pieces. So let's take a look and see what cards we have for the love column. This could be family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love, Sagittarius. The first card that we have is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of competition, protecting yourself against competition. I feel like you're worried about somebody else is, I guess, what I'm feeling here, but I don't know that you need to be. You're definitely in this position of self-defense or feeling like there's competition. We're going to try and clarify this. But again, it's, I don't know that those... I don't know that you need to feel that way, but let's take a look here. The next card that we have is the Moon card. The Moon card is a card of like delusion or illusion or not having all the information. So I think you're in the position of the Seven of Wands where you're kind of defending yourself or you're feeling like that's competition just because we don't have all the information, we don't see all the pieces. Communication is going to be really important here just to prevent or mitigate some of this as much as possible. With the Moon, though, it is important to trust your intuition. Like I said, I don't know that you need to be feeling this way, but it's important to trust your intuition and trust your gut to navigate through. At the bottom here, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of giving or receiving. It's very generous. In this case, it's like receiving the information that you need, but it seems like there's a missing gap of information here. Missing pieces of some sort. The first clarifier we have is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes coming true. It's material happiness, it's abundance, it's good health. If you or a family member have been feeling under the weather, this is a really great indicator for you. But it's like wishes coming true. So again, it's that competition going away, or that need to defend yourself going away. I assume that's not a feeling you would want to have, Sagittarius. So, but it's like whatever you want with love is coming towards you. So try not to get too wrapped up. Again, there's missing information. Just trust your gut and know that what you're hoping for is coming. The next card that we have is the Page of Pentacles. This is a card of patience. So being kind of patiently waiting as you navigate and find the information that you need in terms of love in January. This is also a card of like new job, raise, promotion, income. But when I see this card in the love column, it's like money around you. So it's like your spouse getting a new job, or parents getting a new job, or roommates getting a new job. Perhaps you could be moving in with each other, so going from one income to two incomes, but it's like money surrounding you as well. But patience is key as you kind of navigate through and get information, but what you're wishing for is coming there. At the bottom we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a card of newness. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness, but in this case this is like new project, new inspiration, new urge to create. It's like you're receiving what you need, and now you can move forward with the future or whatever it is that you want to create in terms of love. So that information, and then again, getting what you're wishing for there. Now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card Brilliance. I love so much when this card comes up in the deck. I think it's such a good reminder. January is really going to be a brilliant month, but more importantly, this is a reminder of how brilliant you are, Sagittarius. So don't lose sight or forget about that. But let's see what messages we've got going on. The first card that we have is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of advancement. If you take a look at this card, the cups are stacked nicely, but yet the person is still walking away. And I always like to say this is moving from good to better. Again, advancement, moving forward. It's pulling away from what we have, but going for greener grass. So like to see that there. So definitely some advancement going into January. The next card that we have is the King of Cups. With the King of Cups, it's so important to be flexible and be tolerant and be empathetic. It's kind of like go with the flow. So that's maybe not the best advice, but that's the advice I'm getting here for you. It is really going to be a brilliant month and such a strong reminder again of your brilliance. We're moving on, we're advancing to something better, but you kind of have to go with the flow and trust the process here. At the bottom we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is something new. It's active, it's new project, new creative idea. The Page of Wands is like progressing forward. So again, that sense of advancement, that sense of moving on to something bigger and better. Let the brilliance come through by going with the flow there. Clarifying out here, first clarifier we have is the Judgment card. This is again, things being in your favor. This is a card of clarity, which I like to see because it seems like there's some missing information, missing pieces for you in January, but getting the clarity you need and making the decision. In this case, it's going to be making the decision to go with the flow and move on from our Eight of Cups. The next card that we have is the King of Swords on top of our King of Cups, which is about being intentional. It's about focusing on what you want, but being fluid in how we get there. So know what you want, know where you need to go, but again, be flexible on exactly how you get there. At the bottom, we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration. We have again that finish line that comes with the Four of Wands. So there is success. We are going to get where we want to go. This new path is the right path. But we have to be fluid. We have to be flexible here. All right, Sagittarius, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Ace of Hearts. This is the number 11 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the Ace of Clubs. This is number 31 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the 8 of diamonds. This is number 44 card. That's going to be a no. So no's across the board there. All right, Sagittarius, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of January. Your crystal is carnelian, which urges you for discovery. It's good for vitality, courage, and helps you face everyday challenges with ease. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your Healing Note says, the best things in life are free, and it is important never to lose sight of that. So look around you. Wherever you see friendship, loyalty, laughter, and love, there is your treasure. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this reading resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, if you have not done so already, we just went through that. I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Sagittarius, and I hope you have the best January.